right, Jacko, a couple of days post Wellington in Christchurch. I guess how did you sort of sum up that game?
Yeah, the game we were probably happy with the point in certain aspects because, you know, like I said, post-match we didn't really create enough chances to win the game. We created some half chances, but we weren't as good as the Wanderers game in the attacking phase, and I think that was the same for both teams. I think there was a lot of build-up, which was good aspects of our build-up play and approach play. But when we got into that final third, I think we just lacked that little bit of quality. But like I said, we're working on that. The boys have shown in past games, particularly the Wanderers game, that we have got the capabilities to do that. So we'll continue to work hard on it. There's going to be a lot of emphasis today in today's session on that as well. And hopefully we can bring that to the game against Western.
We weren't able to score, but how pleasing was it to get the clean sheet after a big trip, and I guess with Diesel coming in as well, who you said post-game, you know, obviously hasn't had a lot of minutes coming straight in.
Yeah, he did it ever so well. You know, he's not played a lot of minutes this season, but again, he's a player who's been training really hard, and we put a big emphasis on, you know, players being ready to come in and impact the team. I said from the bench, or whether it's an injury or something like that where someone misses out, that players need to be ready, not only physically but mentally as well. And I thought he showed a real assured performance. I thought he showed a good understanding of what we wanted from him, and he's growing all the time. And like I said, after the game, we were missing some big players in that game, and for the players to come in and step up, particularly the younger players, it's you know, it bodes well for the future of the club. And again, we'll keep putting these young players in, and you know, and they'll keep performing and getting better and learning from them experiences. So that's a positive for us.
Speaking on the young players, we have a 16-year-old starting in the centre of midfield, a 17-year-old in attack, and an 18-year-old as a goalkeeper. How pleasing is it to be able to give them the opportunities and to see them flourish?
Well, yeah, it's about opportunities, of course it is. But these players are not just in because we want to give them a chance. You know, they're in on merit as well. And yes, sometimes circumstances like injuries dictate things, but you know, when the young players come in, we've got full trust in them. You know, every player, doesn't matter about their age. We have a real philosophy at the club with Lucas, who works with the 23s, and the other coaching staff there, that when these players work at NPL level, they have a real understanding of what's required at first team level as well. So that readies them for when they get the opportunity. But no, these players are in on merit, and you know, we're really pleased that they're performing at a high level, and they've got a lot of growth still in them as well. So you know, we'll be pushing them hard to get even better.
Abdul in for his first minutes as a Mariner. How pleased were you for him to get his first opportunity out there? Yeah,
well, first and foremost, Abdul's fitted. You know, he's slotted straight into the group from a social and cultural point of view, with how we want to work and things like that. He's fitted straight into the group, which is fantastic. The boys have really taken to him. He's been open, and he even did his initiation song over in Wellington, which was good. But no, we know what talent he is. We've seen it in a short space of time. We've obviously done our research on him in the past as well. But an important factor for us is how players fit into the group. And like I said, he's fitted in really well, and he made an impact in the game. And we fully expect the more he trains with us, the more we talk through his roles and responsibilities on the pitch, the better he'll become for the team as well. So yeah, we're really pleased to have him on board. And like I said, it's great that he's fitted in so well.
What's the last few days look like? Obviously, with travel back from Christchurch, and then also our first, you know, session back out on the pitch.
Yeah, it's been about recovery and reflecting on the game, and also preparing for Western. So there's been a bit of analysis work. There's been some pitch work as well, but we have to be mindful of that with the physical elements of the travel, and also what we've got coming up in the days to come. So we have to always have kind of one eye on what's coming. But the boys have worked well. The boys feel good. We've got a few pluses with people coming back now into training, which has raised the bar even more. So, you know, it's the squad's developing as regards to injuries coming back. So that's a positive for me.
And Western, they've obviously been in a nice patch of form for themselves lately. What do you sort of see from their season, I guess, so far, and the match-up come Wednesday? Yeah,
they've done really well, and credit to them for that. And again, another team who are blooding youngsters. I've said before, it's good for the A-League, it's good for Australian football as well, that so many youngsters are getting the opportunity, and Western have really flourished and done that in recent times as well. So it's great to see. We know they're going to be a tough ask. They're a really, well organised team, full of energy, with them being a young team as well. But we've got areas where we feel we can exploit them. We have to be mindful of what they can bring as well, and like always, we'll do our prep on the opposition and get our players fully ready for the game.
Before we head to Melbourne later today, what's the rest of today look like in terms of training and making sure the boys are ready to go?
Yeah, well, it's a little bit of video this morning, just the final bits on Western and what we're going to work on. On the pitch today, it's probably going to be minimal of what we do, more working around our principles and what we want to do. But the boys will be fully ready. We had a good session yesterday, a re-intro session, and we're looking forward to getting on the pitch today and probably not spending a lot of time on here because it's really hot today.